Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's coffee is French vanilla. I like plain vanilla. I always have. I actually like it better than chocolate, except for my chocolate creamer, so that's the best combination. Vanilla coffee with chocolate creamer. But anyway, today is going to be 37. It's gloomy again. That's the way it is here in the Cleveland, Ohio area. We get a lot of gloomy days in the winter. Usually the summer is nice, though. We get really pleasant summers sometimes, but it can get really hot here. Anyway, today I'm going to try and do a little decluttering. I can't promise anything, but that's on the plan. And I don't really have to cook much. I cooked ahead yesterday. I made the squash, and that actually, I just need to thicken the sauce. So I still have rice that I can eat with that. And that's probably what I'll have for dinner. That's actually enough for 2 meals. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. And we'll go look in the fridge and see what other options there are. I froze the peppers. I ate 2 yesterday for dinner. They were very tasty. And then I froze 2 more meals for the future. So once I get into this decluttering pretty heavily, which I may do when I get my food cooked down, I'll probably start eating some of my frozen dinners so that I get a little more room in my refrigerator and freezer. So that's always a nice perk to have. Get yourself some nice containers that are easy to store. I find it's easiest if you find some that are the same size, that are stackable, and then you can freeze your meals. I got mine at Costco. They're the black ones with the clear top, and they weren't expensive. I think you got, I don't know, there were maybe 20. Don't quote me on the amount, but they weren't much at all. So I may pick up some more of those. Dollar Tree has them too, but you only get like 2 or 3 of them for $1.25, which I don't think is the best deal, but I've seen them at Walmart and all over the place. So let me give my coffee a try. Cheers. Just right. Just the right amount of creamer. So I'm not looking forward to doing my decluttering because you always have to make a bigger mess before you can make it nice and unmessy. But that's the way it works, and that's the way you have to do it in order to get anything done. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I'll take you into the fridge and show you what I'm having for breakfast, brunch, and for dinner tonight. All right, I will be back in a little bit. All right, let's take a look in the refrigerator and see what's for the meals today. I already ate brunch quite a while ago. It's getting to be dinner time. And I ended up, I still have some rice here. So I'll probably have that for dinner. And then I cooked that squash that I got in my food box. And it was kind of hard to cut it up, but got it done. I coated it with maple syrup and bacon salt, and it's good. Then here I have here my can't tell what it is. My squash from yesterday. I'm going to get that out with the rice because it is dinner time. So that's a couple things out of the fridge. Doing things a little backwards today. I think I'm going to have a little bit of this crispy raspberry salad. I'll have some of that. My balsamic tomatoes are tasty. I tried those and they're good. And I think that's going to be my dinner for tonight. I had every intention of doing some decluttering today. But then I was on the phone with my daughter for a long time, and then I was on the phone with my BFF for a long time, and by the time I got off, it was like, I don't feel like it. So anyway, so much for my big declutter plans. So I will meet you at the stove and put together my dinner. So this morning I made some Mayakoba beans. I think these are one of my favorite beans. I like these and pinto beans the best. So I'm going to be having some of those with my other dinner things. And then I got this cute mug. It's really cute. Little gnome mug. And I ordered this a while back. And I like it because it's got the black on the inside. So I'll be using this for tea, for my afternoon tea. It was $9 on Amazon. Didn't break the bank, but I thought it was really, really cute. So, I got that. And that's pretty much it on the money spending. So let's put together dinner. So when you're storing your leaf salad, and this was on markdown, I think it was 50 cents. I don't know what it originally was. It was marked down to 166 and then it was marked down to 50 cents. So you want to make sure that you separate it a little bit, because what happens if you don't, the middle of it starts going soggy. And then I just put a paper towel in there. You could put one on the top and on the bottom. And then that way you can store it in the same bag. Or if you have a green bag or a plastic container where you can spread it out a little more. It starts to rot when you have it all bunched up. So I'm going to save the dressing, the raspberry dressing, because I already have one open. So that's that. And I'm just going to have a little bit of salad today. And then here is what I made yesterday. I put the squash in with the stuffed peppers and baked it. And then I put some of my pork seitan in there that I had frozen. And then I ended up putting the rest of the balsamic pickle juice that I made the tomatoes with in here, and I put it in the fridge, and it really makes a nice sauce. So I'm going to thicken this sauce a little bit, and I need some cornstarch. So I'm just going to put some of this sauce in here and whip it up with the cornstarch. I do that a lot instead of using extra water, because this really doesn't need extra water. So I'm just going to mix up this cornstarch until it's smooth. And then I'm going to thicken up this, this sauce. And then eventually I'm going to eat it over this, just the rice that I made. So I'm I'm going to go ahead and add this sauce to the pan so I can thicken it up, and then I'm going to add the veggies and heat them through. Actually, I could do both. So, but I want to heat this up a little bit. There she blows. Okay, we took care of business there. I have a spray bottle of water, and if she doesn't be quiet after I tell her to be quiet, she just gets a little spray, and she doesn't like that. So it doesn't hurt her, and it kind of gets her attention. All right, so I have my sauce in here, and I'm going to add the cornstarch and let this cook until it thickens up a little bit, and then I'm going to add my squash. And I'll be back. Okay, so I have heated up my rice here, and this was seasoned rice that I made a few days ago. I actually made it for the stuffed peppers, but you know, I had a little extra. So I'm going to take my some of my Mayakoba beans, and those are seasoned too, and I'm going to add them to this dinner for tonight. And actually, this is enough for 2 more meals. So, and the Mayakoba beans, I have plenty of those. So a little extra protein. And I thickened the sauce. So I think this will be good. I hope so. And I just used the rest of the balsamic pickle juice as the sauce. It had a little bit of an Asian flair. So there we go with that. And this would be really good with some mushrooms in there. I had canned mushrooms, but this is plenty. And then there's enough for 1 more meal. I could eat it with more rice. That's easy enough to make, or pasta, or couscous, or quinoa, or whatever your grain of choice is. I have some green onions here that I like to grow on my windowsill. So I'm going to top this with some green onions. You can put some sesame seeds on here if you have them. So there we go. And I'm also going to add some to my little salad here. And it's nice to have the fresh green onions. Now, they don't last forever. Eventually they get kind of tired, and then I just replace them with new ones. And I like green onions on my food. I think it gives it a nice fresh flavor. And then I have this Kraft raspberry dressing that I'm going to put on my little tiny salad here. And I'm just leaving the salad plain today. So that's good. And that was a quick and easy meal. And I'm going to have to make more frozen meals because I'm finding what I'm doing is cooking. I'm cooking, and I'm not getting to my decluttering, which isn't a good thing. So let me give this a taste. I think that looks pretty good. You can put some peas in here. You can put carrots in with it, whatever you like. That's a nice thing about veggies. They go with everything. And let me get a piece of my nut pork, a little bit of rice. Give it a taste. It's very flavorful, marinating the cooked squash in a marinade. You could use Italian dressing. It doesn't have to be homemade pickle juice. I just happened to have some extra and it worked out fine. So that's my dinner for tonight. I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I thought I'd have dinner with you, make it sort of a mukbang kind of thing. So I was thinking about getting things done. It's like, why can't I get anything done? Well, I think I just spend too much time in the kitchen. So what I'm going to try to do is this next coming up week, because today is Friday, and starting tomorrow, I think I'm just going to start eating up some of my frozen meals. First of all, I can make some room in my freezers, and secondly, I won't have to spend so much time in the kitchen cooking things up. I still have a few veggies and things that need to be processed, but they'll last a couple days. So, yeah, this is really good with the marinating the squash in some sort of a marinade. It's really tasty. And even marinating the seitan in with it really improved the flavor of it. Sometimes when you have, when you make seitan, especially if you make it with Vital Wheat gluten, there is a little bit of an aftertaste from the wheat gluten. So adding some vinegar to your vegan seitan kind of cuts that back and takes away that flavor. So I have a few more of these in the freezer. And it gives the meat like a sweet, sour kind of taste. I'm also finishing up my turmeric and ginger tea here. And this is why I like the black insides for teacups. Now I know you can clean them with a magic eraser or something, but this way I don't have to look at it. I mean, I know it's clean, but... So cheers. All right, I'm going to finish this up and I'll be back because it's impolite to talk with your mouth full. So I'll be back in a little bit after I finish this up. Okay, well, dinner is done. I'm done. I didn't work hard today. I had planned to, but I didn't. I talked a lot. I was on the phone a lot, but that's okay. You know, what the heck. I'm retired. I can do that. So I'm going to change directions just a little bit here for a while because I really need to get something done besides cooking. So, like I said, I'm planning on eating up some of my frozen foods so that I can get some other things done, and I won't have to be washing dishes all the time, and I won't have to be chopping and prepping because I have a lot of food prepped up now in the freezers, and I have a few things from the veggie boxes that I have to do something with, but they'll, like I said, they'll keep a couple days, And then, so anyway, that's my plan. I have other things that I need to get done. I want to do clothes decluttering. I want to work on my budget. So I have to put some receipts and things on my calendar. And I also want to start focusing a little bit on what I want to do in my upcoming garden, both indoor and outdoor. So those are some of the things that I'll be focusing on. I'll still do some cooking. I'll still, do a meal plan from my refrigerator. I'll show you what's going on in there. But as far as making long meal prep videos, I'm going to cut back a little bit on those. And hopefully that's all right with you guys. I mean, I know some of you get meal ideas from that, but you can let me know in the comments below if that isn't all right, or if you prefer my meal plans. Just let me know in the comments below. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Today's brunch: ciabatta roll, cream cheese, vegan salami, and cucumber. Dinner was rice with sweet and sour seitan and squash. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.